Okay, recording. Perfect. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our 60-minute yin practice. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to start seated. You guys are already ready, ready to go. Finding any comfortable seat. And I'm Christine for the few new faces this morning. Thank you so much for being here. And to all the faces that come here often. It's so nice to see you all this morning. So finding a comfortable seat here, sitting up nice and tall, dropping those shoulders back and down, and then slowly starting to close your eyes. Just starting to take notice of your body, of anything you're feeling here, any sensations. Starting to bring your awareness towards any thoughts that are arising, any thoughts on your way here or any to-do lists for your day. Slowly starting to drop them, letting them go, bringing yourself into this moment on your mat. I'm going to take 3 big cleansing breaths. So, next inhale, breathing through the nose, and exhale through the mouth. 2 more. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Big inhale, filling up the lungs, and exhale, letting everything go. Releasing through any tension. Softening into the body, behind the eyes, the cheekbones, the jaw. Feeling your sit bones sinking heavier into your mat as the crown of your head reaches up towards the ceiling. Just taking these next few moments just to connect to your breath, finding some stillness. Three more breaths here. Last breath in and exhale out. Beautiful. From here, gently bringing your awareness back, wiggling the fingers, and gently blinking the eyes open. Beautiful. From here, we're going to interlace the fingers behind our head. Just finding a little bit of motion here, warming through the body before we settle in. Finding a nice neutral position with the spine, almost pressing the back of your head into your hands just a little bit. And then as we inhale, we're going to start to open through the elbows. So imagine the elbows moving towards the back of the room, opening through the chest, maybe taking the chin and the gaze up. As you exhale, we're going to start to round through the spine. You're going to bring the elbows together and down towards your lap. Gentle weight of the hands into the back of the head. As you inhale, coming back up, opening through the front side of the body. And exhale to round. Nice rounding through the spine, tucking chin to chest. Inhale when you're ready. And taking one more exhale here, rounding through the spine. Beautiful. Coming back up to neutral. And then from here, we're going to release the hands. We're going to drop the hands towards the knees, sending the right ear down towards the right shoulder. Just softness here as you breathe into that left side of the neck. If it feels good, you can drop that left hand down towards your mat, just deepening the stretch. And if you need again to deepen further, you're more than welcome to gently place the right hand on top of your head. Just finding gentle guidance here. So we're not pulling the head, it's just a gentle weight of the hand. Again, you have the option to stay exactly as you were, being gentle with yourself here this morning. Beautiful. If you have the hand on the head, you're gently going to release it, placing it back down towards the right knee. You're going to take the left hand, no matter where it is, seeing if you can take it behind your back. And maybe it just comes to the lower back, or maybe you can start to walk it up a little bit, maybe towards those shoulder blades. And then we're going to find the gaze over top of our right shoulder, sending the chin down towards your right collarbone. So just finding that stretch all along the collarbone, the muscles here in the neck, the left shoulder. And again, finding that breath, finding some softness and ease here in a place that we hold a lot of stress and tension. Just imagine it all melting away. And taking one more breath in and exhale out. Slowly releasing the left hand, bringing your head back through center. Then from here, we're just going to swap the cross of our legs. If cross legged isn't feeling good for you, you can take the legs out. You can sit on your shins. Beautiful. Then from here, left ear comes down to left shoulder. Just noticing what this side feels like in comparison to the other. You can again drop that right hand down to the mat. You can take the left hand on top of your head if you did on the other side. Nice and gentle here. Deep breaths. And then again, from here, if you have the left hand on your head, taking it down towards your left knee, we're going to take the right hand, placing it behind us. So it can be anywhere from your tailbone, your low back, all the way up to your shoulder blades. So wherever feels okay for you. Dropping the chin down towards the collarbone and taking the gaze over top of your left shoulder. Deep breaths here. Trying to find some ease in a place of tension. Imagine any stress you're holding on to in the shoulders and the neck melting away. Beautiful. Taking one more breath in and exhale out. Slowly releasing the right hands back to the knee. And then I invite you just to take any shoulder rolls, neck rolls, just listening to your body. Is there any little movements you need to take to release in any way? Maybe you close your eyes, not worrying about what me or your neighbors are doing, just moving in a way that feels good for you. Beautiful. From here, we're going to take those legs out long in front. So we're going to find a forward fold. And in our yin practice, we don't find a lot of engaging through the muscles. So softening through the legs. If you have bolster and want to use it underneath your knees, you're more than welcome to. Giving the legs a little shake, ankles a little movement. Inhale, we're going to find that length through the spine still, dropping the shoulders back and down. Maybe you take the arms up if that feels good for you. And exhale, folding, starting to focus on those hamstrings, dropping those hands down wherever feels good for you. Shoulders moving away from the ears even further and softening through the neck as you let the head hang heavy towards the ground, letting that upper body melt, letting gravity sink you down. You can always use the breath to guide yourself deeper. So inhale, maybe you find a little bit of lift and length. Exhale, sinking in a little bit deeper. Where can you let go of? Imagine the breath moving down the back of your legs. Taking 3 more breaths where you are. Is there any more space you can sink into for the last few breaths? And taking 1 more breath in and exhale out. From here, taking your time, slowly rolling up the spine, one vertebrae at a time. Maybe you roll those shoulders back when you arrive. You can take the hands behind you, little bend through the knees. Maybe a windshield wiper of the knees side to side feels nice. But again, take whatever you need here. Everything I say is just a suggestion here. This is your own practice. As we know, each moment, each hour, each day brings us something a little bit different, especially in our bodies. So just seeing what you need here. All right, from here, we are going to make our way over into a tabletop position. So taking your time, we're going to head over here, finding the wrists underneath shoulders to start, knees underneath hips. Maybe you find a little sway of the hips here, side to side, relieving any tension in the low back from the forward folds. Beautiful. Then from here, we're going to walk those knees out nice and wide, finding a wide leg child's pose, bringing the big toes towards each other, sinking those sit bones back and down towards the heels. Maybe you walk those hands out towards the front of your mat, bringing your forehead down onto your mat, or you can take it onto a prop. If you have a bolster, you're more than welcome to use that. But just softening yourself down towards the ground. Taking a big inhale in. And as you exhale, softening deeper towards the ground. And from here, you have the choice to stay as you are, or we can invite in a stretch through the shoulder. And how we do that is we just lift up the forehead, we lift up the chest just a little bit, and you can slide that right arm underneath the left armpit. And you can slide it all the way through, resting on the right shoulder and the right side of your face. Again, if you have a prop, a block, or bolster, and you want to use that underneath your right side of your face, go right ahead. Just softening through that right shoulder. Taking one more breath in and exhale out. Slowly lifting that head up, bringing the right hand back towards the front. Maybe you take a moment through center. Exhale out. And then gently again lifting yourself up, sliding that left arm underneath the right armpit, resting on the left shoulder, left side of your face. Taking one more breath here and exhale out. Beautiful. Bringing that left arm back towards the front of the room. And then one more breath in and exhale out. Slowly making your way back into your tabletop. So coming back up, bringing those knees back underneath hips, taking any motions here, any sways, any rocks. Beautiful. Then from here, we're just going to start to take some circles with the shoulders. So starting to just work through the wrists a little bit. So just circling here, nice and small in whichever direction, doesn't matter. Really focusing your palms rooted to your mat. And maybe you can start to make those circles a little bit bigger, really feeling into any tension here. And then circling in the opposite direction. So starting small, we hold so much tension in our wrists, making them bigger as you go. Beautiful. And then coming back to neutral, really nice. From here, coming over into our seat. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together, finding our butterfly pose. So nice long spine here, shoulders back and down. You can start by taking your palms to the knees, and as you exhale, starting to tuck the chin to chest and rolling yourself down. Now you can keep the arms where they are. If you want to deepen the variation of the stretch, you can take the forearms underneath your calves, whatever feels good here. So just see whatever version feels best. And then dropping that head down, softening through the neck, and finding that breath in your body. Again, finding that ease. 3 more breaths here. Last breath in and exhale out. Slowly rolling the spine up. And then we're going to leave the right leg as it is. And we're going to drop this left leg, flipping it behind us. So we're going to find our 90-90 or deer pose. Now, the idea is 90-degree angles on both legs, but if it doesn't feel good for you, then please adjust. You can take the back leg longer or more bent. The front leg, we're just going to flex through that right foot. This just helps protect the knee. Now, normally we'd be quite soft, and if soft feels good for you and you have really good knees, then go right ahead. There's no right or wrong there. But from here, we're going to start to fold over top of our right leg. And now you're going to adjust here as much as you need to. You can take blocks or bolsters if you have them. And if it feels good, you can also just come out to the right here. But from here, slowly starting to fold over top of that leg. Now, slightly less intense of a stretch, it's going to be towards the right knee, and you can deepen it by coming almost into what would be more of a pigeon, so coming over top of the right shin. So just see where you need to be here. What feels okay for you? Where can you feel the stretch through the right glute? Every body is different. Just noticing what feels good for you, where you feel that nice stretch through the right glute. Softening wherever you can, and finding some nice deep breaths. 3 more breaths here. Last breath in and exhale out. Slowly starting to walk yourself up. And then maybe you release through the legs completely here before we find the other side, giving yourself anything you need here. Any shakes, any sways, any stillness. Beautiful. When you're ready, we're going to find the other side. Maybe we start again if it's easier in our butterfly. And then we're going to drop the right leg behind us this time. So just finding the opposite side. Again, adjusting through the legs as you need to. So you can again deepen the bend or straighten that back leg, flexing through the left foot if it feels okay for you. Inhale to find that length through the spine. Exhale as you slowly fold over top of that left leg. And then again, adjust as you need to. Where does it feel good? Where do you feel the stretch through the left glute? Softening through the shoulders. Are you connecting to your breath here? Is there anywhere you can soften into a little bit more? Taking 3 more breaths here. Last breath in and exhale out, slowly making your way back up, releasing out the legs, inviting in what you need here. Beautiful. From here, we're going to come to lie down on our backs. So maybe you take a bend through the knees, taking your hands behind your thighs, rolling down, bringing your knees in towards your chest, and giving yourself a nice little rock on the spine, side to side. Beautiful. From here, we're going to keep the right knee in towards the chest. Left leg goes long. We're going to interlace the fingers, placing the palms on top of that right shin, just below the right knee. Maybe you take some circles with that right ankle if it feels nice, or you can point and flex the toes. And settling into some stillness when you're ready. Just feeling that length of your spine on your mat as you drop those shoulder blades even deeper into the ground, softening behind the face. And now from here, we're going to come into a single knee twist where we take that right knee across the body over to the left side. Now, if you need to release the bind with the hands, dropping the right foot down, walking the hips slightly over to the right, go right ahead. And then you're going to drop that. And then if you need a block or a bolster underneath that right knee or leg, go right ahead. Or two knees, double knee. Yeah. Is that better? Yeah, I think so. Dropping that right shoulder blade back and down towards the ground. Maybe you take that left hand to the left knee to deepen the stretch. Taking the gaze in the opposite direction of your knees if it feels okay. You're finding that nice length, that nice twist in the spine. And if a single knee twist doesn't feel good for you, just taking both knees side by side is no problem. Just listening to your body. Three more breaths where you are. Last breath in. And exhale out. Slowly, slowly bringing your spine back to your mat. Taking anything you need, any sways, any rocks. And then we're going to find our side stretch. We're going to take the legs long, so backs of the legs on the mat. We're going to take the arms overhead, making sure the backs of the arms are resting on the ground. Maybe you grab hold of your right wrist if it's available. And then you're going to walk those legs over to the left side of the room. Maybe then you walk those shoulder blades over a little bit as well. And if it feels good, you can cross one ankle over the other, trying either way. You can try finding whichever version feels right for you. Breathing down that right side body, that deep stretch, connecting to your breath. Three more breaths here. Last breath in and exhale out. Slowly releasing, coming back through center. Taking again anything to rebound the body. Now, if you use any blocks or props for your single knee twist on the left side, just taking it over to the right, just having it ready to go. And then from here, bringing both knees in towards the chest, maybe giving yourself a nice little rock on the spine once again. And then keeping that left knee in, right leg goes long, interlacing the fingers and placing those palms on the left shin. Circling or pointing and flexing through that left ankle. Just releasing any tension there. And then settling into some stillness when you're ready. Three more breaths here. Last breath in and exhale out. Slowly releasing the bind with the knee. If you want to drop that left foot down to walk the hips slightly over to the left side, go right ahead. And then crossing that left leg over to the right, using any props that you'd like here. You can either take the arms out wide or take that right hand on top of your left thigh. And maybe gazing in the opposite direction of your knees if it feels okay in your body. 3 more breaths here. Last breath in and exhale out. Slowly, slowly unwinding, bringing yourself back to your mat, inviting in what you need. Few breaths before we move to the other pose. And then when you're ready, taking the legs long on the mat, taking the arms overhead, backs of the arms resting on the ground. Maybe you can circle the left wrist with the right fingers. Then you're going to walk those legs over to the right side. Maybe you can walk those shoulder blades over a little bit as well, crossing one ankle over the other if it feels good and you did on the other side. Deep breaths into that left side body, into that space you've created. 3 more breaths here. Last breath in and exhale out. Slowly bringing yourself back through center, taking what you need, anything at all. And then last final pose is going to be a happy baby, sending the soles of the feet up towards the ceiling, bending through those knees, thighs to the outside of the rib cage, grabbing hold of either behind the thighs, maybe the calves or the ankles, or if it feels okay, the outer edges of your feet. Whatever feels good here for you. Finding any motions, if that feels good, sways on the spine. Maybe you deepen the bend through the knees or you straighten through the legs, just taking whatever feels good here. And then settling into stillness when you're ready, letting those knees sink down towards the ground. 3 more breaths here. Last breath in and exhale out. Slowly starting to release. Taking any last moves, poses, stretches that you need. Anything to make your body as comfortable as possible. And then, whenever you're ready, heading on into your final resting pose, your Shavasana. And this can be any way that you'd like, using any props. You can lie on your back, your front, your sides, listening to your body, what feels good for you here. And I will just be coming around with the Sage Essential Oil Spray called Stress Release. It's got lavender, orange, geranium. If you do not want me to spray this above you, just give your hand a little wave and I'll skip past you. And slowly starting to bring some awareness back into your body. Maybe wiggling your fingers or your toes, or gently swaying your head side to side. And inviting in some larger movements, maybe circling through the wrists or the ankles. Or you can take your arms overhead, stretching through your feet, taking a big inhale in, big exhale out. Maybe bringing your knees in towards your chest, giving yourself a nice little squeeze and rock on the spine. And then slowly rolling onto your side, taking a moment or two here just to arrive back in the room. And then gently pressing yourself up to a comfortable seat, sitting up nice and tall, bringing your eyes to a close. You can take your hands wherever feels most comfortable for you. You can do your knees, your lap, or maybe hands at heart center feel right for you. And I'm going to read a saying or poem by Cassie Burge. Just as the earth moves through its seasons each year, and the tides of the sea are constantly flowing, as the weather shifts to be something new every day, and nature is constantly reforming, we grow, we shift, we move, and we feel different each day, hour, minute, second. It marks something new, a change that is beyond our control. We have the choice to embrace it or to resist it, though, even if we are resisting, it is still happening, whether we want it to or not. And taking a moment just to send thanks to yourself, honoring this time that you've taken to connect your breath and your movements, to slow things down, and to maybe find the present moment, even if just for a little while. And I would like to thank each of you. I have so much gratitude to every single one of you for taking the time to share your space, your practice, and your energy with me this morning. It truly means a lot. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, your weekend. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I will just slowly turn some lights on here. And for those of you interested, I am doing a workshop. It's called Rituals of Rest on October the 2nd. It'll be after this class for 2 hours, and we will do all things yin and restorative and meditation. So if anybody's interested, it's in the schedule. It'd be lovely to have you. So thank you.